Mean Machine is a pretty good film, and I also learned about the existence of a hotel, which I will talk about more in a moment. This was released in 2001. It's directed by Barry Skolnick, written by Tracey Keegan-Wynn, Charlie Fletcher, Chris Baker, and Andrew Day. It's based on or adapted from The Longest Yard, and we have a cast including Vinnie Jones, David Kelly, Jason Statham, Danny Dyer, and various others. And I actually got this in a DVD triple pack. I can't remember what else was in it, but I bought it for a specific film, and this was one of the films that was in it. And I thought, well, let's give it a go. It sounds like a film for me. I've seen many films with a similar premise. I have seen, I don't think I've seen the original Longest Yard. I have seen the 2005 version, and this one is very similar in concept. It's about a football captain, football as in soccer, who goes to jail and is able to help the other inmates through the sport. And there are many films set in prisons where either an inmate or a prison guard is able to bring sport to the inmates, and it gives them a new focus, something to channel their energy, a really great support for rehabilitation. And I love the concept. And the way it plays out in this film I thought was quite enjoyable. I think the narrative does work really well, and the environment is really great as well. I'll talk more about that in a moment. Vinnie Jones, obviously having been a professional player before, gives this something a little bit different, and it made it, I guess, a little bit easier to buy into, a little bit more realistic, because if he is actually a talented football player, that makes it a little bit more believable. It's mostly filmed at HM Prison Oxford, which I learned is now a hotel. I originally googled it to see if it's a prison you can visit. Sometimes old prisons, when they're shut down, you can tour them and visit them. But this one is actually now a hotel, and it is worth looking at the images. It's kind of a strange experience. The rooms, from what I can see, you couldn't tell they were in a prison. But obviously the corridors in the blocks, they all still look the same. And it's, yeah, if I am ever in Oxford again, I'd quite like to stay there. As for the story itself, it's fine, it's well handled, it flows well, no problems there. The only real issue that I personally had is that I didn't care for any of the characters. I didn't hate anybody, but I wasn't emotionally invested in their journey. I was invested enough in the overarching narrative, and I think there are some great messages there and some great opportunities for the characters, but I wasn't really connecting with any of the characters. It's not a big deal. I just think personally for me, these kinds of narratives are a stronger experience if I can emotionally connect with the characters, because then as they develop through the film, it's a much stronger experience. But it was still a decent film. The messages are there, the importance of the sport is still there, and the characters are well written, so no problems. Great location, great camera work, performances, solid story. If it sounds like a film for you, particularly if in general you like films about sports being played in prison, again, there are quite a few of them. This is certainly one that I'm happy to recommend. And if you've ever stayed in the hotel, I'd love to know what it was like. Very keen to go there, worth looking at the pictures. The film itself, I'd say it's worth watching.